Hey guys, this is part 4 of our video series. And as I said in my last videos, the last category that we're going to talk about is the large cap ETFs here. So I have two picks here. We have SPLG, that's the ticker, and we have MGK, which, sticking with our theme, is of another Vanguard product. And as we've been doing, we're going to compare them against our baseline of the SPY S&P 500 ETF. Okay, so let's take a look at their performance. Okay, so our first fund, SPLG, we can see has not performed quite as well in most years as the SPY S&P 500 ETF. However, if we look at our Vanguard product, we can see that it's performed significantly better, not only than our SPLG fund, but also the S&P 500 ETF. So up until this point, we've been mostly only looking up to the 3-year return when talking about performance. However, in reality, you really should be looking at the longer term. So you want to look at the 5-year, the 10-year. You also want to take a look at their extended history here. So for example, in the case of the SPY, we have a big decline in 2008. This is when we had the housing bubble, so that makes sense. So then, for example, we look at MGK here. We have a similar decline. However, over the longer term, this MGK fund has outperformed the SPY pretty consistently. Now, if we return to our analysis of the holdings or the composition of our ETFs, they're going to be pretty similar for this category with the S&P 500 because by nature the S&P 500 is geared towards large companies. However, you will see some differences. Not huge differences, but you will notice some. So you'll see a lot of the same companies being repeated here. I told you guys this wasn't a good site. Your Microsofts, your Apples, your Amazons. However, you will notice some differences in there. And these slight differences in composition can be what drives a fund to outperform another or underperform another. So it's always a good idea to take a look at that. All right, so we've pretty much reached the end of our discussion for ETFs. Now, a lot of people have asked about specific companies or specific stocks to get into. Now, for the average Joe investor, I generally don't like to recommend individual stocks. Most people really should not be investing in individual stocks unless they are very familiar with a company and their business and also the financial condition of that company. So for example, just because you love Apple and you think they have the greatest products doesn't mean you really know that company or their financial condition, which really is going to be what drives the stock price. However, if you guys insist, I will leave you with this tip. During this coronavirus crash, a lot of blue chip companies or large companies have declined in value quite significantly. Now remember that When we talk about blue chips, we're talking about very large, stable, established companies. So if you really want to buy individual stocks, that's where I would start looking. A lot of these companies pay dividends. They've been around a long time. They're not going anywhere. And you're basically getting them on sale right now. So if you insist on buying individual stocks, that's what I'll leave you guys with. If you stuck with me until this fourth video, I appreciate it. If you like this type of content, obviously like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys want to see going forward, and I'll try to make videos. I appreciate you guys bearing with me for the low production quality here. This was unscripted, kind of last minute. Just trying to put some tips out there for you guys to take advantage of this coronavirus stock market environment that we have going on here. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.